Holy shit, man. Oh, I was just upstairs doing editing a video, and I started watching some of that footage from the White House today. Holy shit. That's crazy. Now I understand. Again, I'm going to talk about this in kayfabe, meaning in the pretend world, because it's all pretend. It's all pretend. It's all theater. We live in an actor-based reality. Speaking of Zelenskky, I'm going to show you this right here. If it's the file I think I have, you take a look at that. Do you see that? I said some people won't see it. Some people won't see it. I know you guys will. Most of you guys will. Sorry for calling you guys. Most of the people here will. But some people won't see that. Some people can't see that. But you see that? There you go. That's what we're dealing with here. So I know this whole thing is show. It's theater. Now, are they sitting around before this meetup happens? Like going over lines like a movie? No, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. These people do play different roles. But it's a system that's kind of in place that creates these narratives that are then played out by the people who are posing as these world leaders or tech giants or presidents of European countries, whatever the case may be. So I'm going to talk about this in kayfabe. Kayfabe is a wrestling term for in story. Like Stone Cold and The Rock in real life don't hate each other, but in kayfabe, in the show, they're bitter enemies, that kind of thing. So I'm going to put all that aside and talk about it as if it's real. Oh my God. That was bad. That was so bad. I think what happens is this dude has been running around in his mafia tracksuit. I know they love those in Europe, and they're pretty comfortable. But it's just, you know, sometimes you gotta dress up a little more. And I know it's like a combat fucking tracksuit, but that guy ain't seen no combat. This is what that guy does. Like this, what I think is going to be on the screen now, if I can find it. And I'm pretty sure I can, so I'm going to confidently say it's on the screen right now. But he ain't fighting nobody. He's playing the role of this guy. So he's been going around since the beginning of this war, just kind of traipsing around the world, picking up money from people. And the past other times he's been to the United States, he just strolls in with his tracksuit, everybody kisses his ass, he talks tough, and he uses his check. And some of it goes to the country, some of it goes to things like a speedboat, you know? And he's just there to get money. He's an actor. They're all actors, of course, on the world stage, in the theater of war. But he was an actor by profession. See, it's not they're parking there now. You never know what they're doing. When they got to go over there, first they go over there and go there and go there. So I just wait till everybody's done. Are they at their final stop? You never know. Okay, so, yeah, he's an actor. Oh, sorry, go ahead. He's an actor by profession. I didn't help you at all. Sorry. I was trying to hold the door. I ended up making it harder for you. Sorry. So, acting is his job. Like, that was his job in the world. Like, people know he's an actor. So, on top of that, he's also an actor. So, his role is to go around and just be this tough-talking, kind of embattled military leader who's trying to lead his country in a righteous cause. And like I said, past couple of times he's been to America, the White House in specific. He walks in, they kiss his ass, he leaves with a check. This time, man, Trump's waiting for him. And that guy's hilarious. Like, he's the best guy we've had in that job I liked what Biden was doing. He was funny too, but he was funny in a different kind of way. It's a whole different energy. And he gets out of his car and he just looks so, like the way it's framed. It's like a little kid going into the fucking principal's office. First thing he says to me is like, "Thanks for dressing up." And he turns to the crowd there and he's like, "He's got his suit on." he wore the suit. You know, because he's making fun of the fucking track thing. And right away, you kind of got the sense like, oh, okay, this is going to be different. Or Zelenskky thought so, anyway. And then they brought him in there. At first, Trump was being kind of cool to him. You know, he's kind of, there was a low-key mockery going on. You can tell he doesn't think much of him. And, you know, but things were cool. Even when he was heating up a little bit with Vance there, Trump was still cool, kind of let them go at it, kind of stepped in here and there. And then when Zelenskky saw that he wasn't just going to be picking up a check and leaving, he started getting a little bitchy. A little bitchy. And then he fucking makes a fucking low-key veiled threat. You know? Like, yeah, well, you know, if you don't stop these guys, and you know, you got a nice big ocean separating you. It's almost like when someone comes by your fucking shop and is like, "Ah, you got a nice new window here, you know, wouldn't be too bad if something happened to it." It was like that. You got a nice big ocean, but you know, sooner or later, like, it's gonna come to your shed. Like the way he said it was like a threat, like, "Ah, if you don't do something, it's gonna come to you. So you got to give me money. You got to help me out. I'm the one, you know, fighting this war for you. You know, you're gonna be something like you're gonna feel it when it comes to you." And like Trump stops him right there, like, no, what the fuck are you talking about? Because first of all, it's ridiculous. He's not going around to some rinky-dink fucking country that's the size of Rhode Island, you know, which is what he's used to doing over there in Europe, and fucking scaring those people into, "Oh, we're keeping the fight where I am. You don't want them barging into your place." This is the United States of America, you know. And we do have that ocean. And on top of that ocean, who's fucking with us? You know, what, they want a nuclear war? It's a joke. He went in there and tried to scare them like he scares all those Europeans the same way, who have these little shithole countries, all due respect. And he tried to pull that shit up, and Trump just smacked him right down. No. You're not going to tell us how we're going to feel. And right from there, the whole tone changed. He was like, "Fuck this clown. This guy's out of here." And he indeed was supposed to have some kind of meeting with him about resources, Ukraine offering U.S. resources. It was just a bunch of bullshit anyway. They were just doing that to be nice. Like, yeah, we'll keep this thing. Originally, we'll keep this thing going. You give us some resources. They don't fucking need the resources. There's nothing in Ukraine that was not here. You know, it was just a cover for them. And I think he even knew that. I mean, I don't think he thought he was actually going to give them anything. But, yeah, he was in for shock. What a little twat, like the arrogance on this guy. And his little fucking child-sized jumper. You know, trying to dictate policy in that room. It's like Trump's written books about how he deals with people. Art of the Deal is one of them. Does no one read that shit? Because read how he deals with it, how he makes deals here. You're not going to walk in and scare him like he's fucking the chancellor of fucking Uzbekistan, you know, and just fucking get your check and leave the big war hero. Fuck this guy. Fucking little twerp. He's got a lot of questionable stuff in his CV. I'm thinking of a scene in particular from a movie he was in that I couldn't show here. It involves him and a younger person in this movie that he did. Yeah, it's sort of a comedy movie. And yeah, I'd get flagged on YouTube for showing it. He basically lifts up there. I think it's a girl that looks like a guy, lifts up the skirt and like points at their crotch, and it's a little kid. And then there's, you know, that dancing thing I showed earlier. Maybe I didn't. I think I have it. But he's pretty zesty. I got some, you know, there's a lot of other pictures of him being zesty. There's one here, and that doesn't mean anything. You know, the fact that you're homosexual or whatever, who cares? But he's trying to go around and be like this big roughneck fucking military guy, and he is not that guy. And who knows what he's doing with those funds, you know? So he just wants to keep the party rolling. And they shut his shit down. And in fact, he was supposed to have a meeting about those resources, like I was referring to earlier. And they sent him packing. Told him get the fuck out. Told him get the fuck out. What a clown. So now what happens? I guess he could still go over to Europe and get everyone to give him what he wants from them. Because it's not the European people, of course. It's the European leaders who are in power. You know. And they'll all shame Orange Man bad and give the war hero whatever he needs to keep this going forever. Because they want this thing to go forever. I don't understand what them... Like I've said before, like there are three kind of major powers that kind of run the world in the form of these cults, of these very old cults. One is in the Asian world, and we have two here in America. Trump's part of one. He's part of the other one. He's part of the Moloch one. So while they ultimately have this, they rule the world and they have sort of the same goals, they compete with each other all the time and try to fuck each other over quite a bit. You know, Trump was going after the child trafficking thing during his first term, and that is absolutely necessary for the survival and operation of the Moloch people. So they try to fuck each other over. I don't know if it's to who gets to win Satan's favor the most, or Saturn's favor, you know, but for whatever reason. So what they want is they want endless war over there. They want to just keep putting white men, Europeans into the grinder, blood sacrifice, all this shit, yada yada yada. Maybe even up into including World War III if they can. So he's there just saying, look, this has to stop. We can't just keep paying for you to keep sending men into the grinder. You know, he's briefly talking about conscription, how they're making all they're running through the young white men over there, which is exactly what the Moloch people want. And the hats want that too. There's hats involved with both of these cults and the Asian cult. So no matter who wins, they win, but they compete against each other. So what's that light going on? Do you see that? I'm a nudist here, so I'm always looking at stuff like that. There's a light flashing up on the hill. That's probably nothing. Unless it goes off again, and I'll get really obsessed with it. So yeah, I mean, I don't know what the overall end game is here. I don't know how much freedom each side has to do what kind of negotiating. I don't know which side has the most pull as far as if there's going to be a protracted war. I mean, but basically, in kayfabe, in the story, this guy went there to talk about a peace deal. And when he got there, he had no such peace deal in his mind. He even called out J.D. Vance for like, well, we tried to do something and we had a peace deal and then Putin murdered our people. Like, we tried, that didn't work. He's looking for U.S. boots on the ground to bolster his fucking war over there. And Trump's like, no, this isn't why we had you here. Why are you here then? If you came here just to say you don't want peace, you just want endless war, we just keep throwing people into that meat grinder? That's fucking insanity. And then maybe start World War III? Well, that's what they want. One side would like that. Don't be confused here. There's no good guys. They're just different kinds of bad guys. They all want the same evil shit. It's just, winning Satan's favor, or what the fuck they're doing. Who knows? But, yeah, so he kind of came there under false pretenses, and they just fucking embarrassed him. And they embarrassed him. And then in the media, you see all the, regulars saying, oh, they ambushed him, they bullied him. He came there under false pretenses, tried to flex with fucking Trump. Trump's not gonna he's not that guy. Again, how did they know nothing about this guy? And, he was used to Biden, who would come over and fucking blow him as he's writing a check, and then he'd walk up the door to fucking parade, so he wasn't getting that. So he came here knowing he wasn't gonna try to get into a peace treaty. He just thought he could convince them, like, no, he's really bad. I'm telling you, forget the peace thing. Just give me some money. I gotta go. I have to pick up the speedboat. That speedboat I just bought. And they threw him the fuck out of there. So where are they at now? Where is Ukraine at now? I don't know. I think that guy might be removed. You know, you get that whole list of people that the U.S. has given weapons to over the years. You think of Gaddafi, Saddam Hussein, Osama bin Laden. These are people that work with the CIA, and they gave weapons to. And then eventually, they have to go and kill them. It's the same fucking story. So I think that guy's probably, you know, he'll be gone. He'll be gone. So, but I can't say that, you know, he didn't do it to himself. That's just stupidity. You know, talk about not being able to read the room. I don't know. Anyway, I just thought it was funny. It was worth, you know, I figured I'd have to take a break and just mention that. Because it was insane. It was one of the most insane episodes of As the Geopolitical World Turns that I think I've ever watched. It was fucking out there. But it was funny. It was funny. You know, it's kind of going to be interesting to see what the fallout is, or what happens after this, you know. But, yeah, I'll definitely be watching that, because it's funny shit, man. But just keep in mind, it's all kayfabe. None of it's real. It doesn't affect you. It has no effect on your life at all. They're going to do their gay, evil shit. And your fucking job is to watch yourself, your family, your loved ones, people around you, your community, and to make sure while you're doing this that you point and laugh at those stupid motherfuckers, because there's a lot to laugh at. Until next time. Don't play the teacher. Play in the school.